Hey everybody, Danny Ray. Been quite a while since I posted a video on the YouTube. Really want to go over today something that I think is very, very important when it comes to what we do for a living. And this is just life experiences. So I'm going to get really down to this and really speak from the heart. Okay, time management is such a crucial asset that we have in this business. Okay, it really is. You know, those of you that know me, about 2 years ago, we went ahead and scaled. We opened up an office, and it's exciting. We opened up the office we're in right now. Okay, got cubicles, furniture, investing in our growth. Okay, and then COVID happened, obviously, and really changed the industry in my eyes. And I think those days of having 50, 100 people in a call center or an agency, those days are over. Okay, and I want to speak to you guys a little bit about that because I want to go ahead and tell you about my experiences. Okay, scaling, opening up an agency, getting an office, cubicles, filling it up. We were very successful at it. Okay, I think 2 years ago we opened up our office, just shy of 2 years ago. Okay, filled it up. Okay, it was doing very well. Okay, the agency do low six figures every single month. Not every single month, but good months we do well over 100. Okay, and again, it's a small office. All right, and then just what I've learned about bringing agents on is you literally got to go through 20 agents to find two rock stars. I mean, literally, you have to hire 10 agents or bring on 10 agents, whether it's independent contractor or W-2 employee. And out of those 10, you're lucky if you get one quality agent. Now, when I went ahead and opened up this agency, this office, I brought in old select quote agents. People that know how to do business. Right. One thing about that, when you bring in agents, okay, what you learn is nobody approaches the business as well as you. Okay, it's very hard to go ahead and clone myself. Now, again, I expect a lot from agents. Because in this business, if I sit down and prospect, I'm closing one out of two people I speak to. That's just my numbers. Okay, it's always been that way. All right, and sometimes maybe I expect that out of certain agents. Now, again, I've mentored. Okay, and this is all going to circle around to time management. All right, so put a lot of effort and energy into bettering agents, mentoring agents, so they can produce at a high level. Brings me off my game, what I do best. And I really do passionately love to mentor agents and really squeeze the potential out of them. I've always loved doing that. Okay, but again, after a while, it gets very exhausting. Okay, because again, no matter how much you can lead a horse to water, sometimes they just don't want to take a sip. It's just the way it is. Fast forwarding again, very successful 2020. This industry, again, those days of having dozens of people in a call center. I think now because of COVID and virtual, okay, those days are over. Okay, just so you know, okay, when I opened up this agency, my vision, this is before COVID, was to scale this place to 25 to 50 agents. Have 4 different teams, and have each team compete against each other, sort of like having an office inside an office, and then branch out from there. Okay, wasn't even thinking about virtual agents, which we do have a handful of those now. But again, I'm telling you guys this because I want to show you my journey of the last 2 years up until now. A lot of learning experiences in 2020. Okay, going into 2021, and what I found out is, and again, this is my Lisa Marie. She's my wife, and she's also an extremely successful agent. Okay, we've learned that all the efforts we put in 2020 and everything else, because me and her write at such a high level, that if we just focused on just us doing the same thing, we literally would have made more money. Okay, so and you got to embrace the times. In my opinion, face to face, that is going to be about as common as an 8-track tape very shortly. Okay, agents have to adapt. We're in a really strange world now. Okay, where pandemics, division, it's just the way it is. Let's just call what it is, right? That technology and virtual and doing things over the phone is going to be something that's going to be extremely common, and that this is where the industry is shifting. Now, as you guys know, my home, where my business is, where I will never leave, is Digital BGA. Okay, just the epitome of what a telemarketing, or telemarketing, that's wrong, telesales IMO should be. And again, anybody with a 3-letter acronym, okay, IMO out there, is a very distant second by laps. They're not even close. They're not even the same atmosphere compared to what Digital BGA does for their agents. Okay, I love Nick and Jeff. I love Digital BGA. I mean, I've had agencies offer me big contracts and turn them down because they come with headaches. Okay, whereas if you find someplace and you find a group of people that you can count on, you can be dedicated with, that everything they say is what they mean, and everything they mean is what they say, and is really obsessed with your success, that's important, man. That's better than any kind of a contract, a higher commission. Because let me tell you something. Higher commissions come with headaches, okay? Also, a lot of fugazi out there. A lot of dingling the carrot, sign a contract that you can't even get out of, okay? And it's tiered structure that they don't let you know about, all right? So it's very important to find. Again, going back to time management, because as you guys know, I can go on a tangent. So after our 2020 year of building an agency, being successful, going through 20, 25 agents, finding, 2 or 3 that are really solid, okay, we decided to go completely virtual, okay, meaning that as of this year, I've been delegating a lot of my tasks. And again, last year, although I did write some business, more so than most agents do, juggling like a circus clown with, running an agency, being an accountant, mentoring, writing business, training agents, taking care of chargebacks from other agents, and I'll circle around back to that. I've came to the conclusion that my time is better value is being on the phone 100% of the time. So again, this year, 2021, I started delegating all those tasks that I pretty much inherited. But I will tell you this, 2020 was good to me in that aspect, because again, it was a very profitable year. Okay, we did very well. All right, a lot of learning experiences. But what 2020 taught me is how to be a marketer. Okay, now I've always been involved with SEO and building websites. And again, I'm not an expert, guys, by any means. I just know what works for me, that enable us to have 500-600 leads popping in every single month. Okay, I became a master at Facebook long and short form. Okay, which I never would have done if I didn't do that. Okay, I was just sick and tired of marketers taking my money and not really following through what they do. So I taught myself. Okay, spent 10, 15, 20, I'd say about $15,000 to $20,000 in testing, and lo and behold, today I can hit a switch and get as many leads as I want, depending on my marketing or ad spend. So that's a good thing. What I also learned is I don't have patience for complacency. Nope. So going the rest of this year, okay, I've delegated a lot of that stuff over the course of this year, okay, to the fact that I'm going back and being on the phone full time, which is fantastic, okay. A lot of personal things happen in my life, okay, this year, okay, that makes me value time even more. Just life. Listen, you never know when your day's up, okay. You never know when somebody you love their time is up. Tedious, grudges or thinking you have enough time to make amends, or I'll just tell you, my brother, Jimmy Ray, was diagnosed with a very rare cancer, a squamous cell carcinoma of the pancreas, in July. Now, me and my brother didn't really have a very good relationship pretty much all life. We just always been put against each other by adults in our family. I'll just leave it at that. But you know, you never know when your time is coming, and it's very important to never wait and think you always have enough time. See, money comes and goes. Money comes and goes. It's part of life. Sometimes you're liquid, sometimes you're scraping by. But time is an asset that once lost is never regained. All right? That's why it's so important to always be a student of life and lessons. It's really, really important. You know, my brother, and I wish you guys all pray for my brother. And again, it's kind of it's a very emotional thing for me because again, I always told Lisa, don't worry, one day we're just going to rekindle and that'll be that. And then to find out that he has a very serious illness, just makes me feel like that life is too precious and too short to not get along with your small circle of people that's in your life. I grew up with a single mom, and so I'm telling you this because it all circles into life and time. You got to maximize your time every single day. Okay, and my time is best maximized on the phone, building relationships. I'm not a sales guy. I'm a relationship guy. And what I teach in the masterclass and everything else, and why I did the masterclass in the first place, was because I was doing one-on-one mentorships, but it was taking a lot of time out of my weeks. I mean, there was 2 or 3 days that I was doing 5 mentorships back to back to back. I'm a high-level guy, so time management. I was losing money doing mentorships, even though there were some agents that paid me up to $5,000 for 8 hours for a month, just to show them how I look at the business. But again, that's time. I can make one phone call. I can make that. But again, it's time. It's time that I can't get back. So that's why I built the masterclass. That's why I built that. So there's tremendous value there, but agents can go back to it and go back to it and go back to it. Okay, without 8 hours, that's it. If you're not taking good notes, you're not going to miss what I say. So now the masterclass, I put my heart and soul into that, so that agents can go back to it anytime they like. Okay, and I made the 2.0 for those agents that are fearful to take that risk and invest in themselves. And I was against that, but I did it because I've had a lot of feedback. Hundreds of agents reaching out to me, can we do this monthly? That's why the 2.0 is now available. But I'm telling you that because of time management. Okay, very, very important to embrace time management. Okay, time is it's such an important asset for business, for people that you care about. Again, you never know when your time's up. Okay, so circling back around to the agency being open in 2020, us doing very well. Me and Lisa are 48 years old. Okay, we have a game plan the next 6-7 years to be done, literally done. All right. This year, as of last year, I decided to get certified for Medicare. Didn't have the opportunity to get involved because I had too many things that was going on. Bit off more than I can chew in a lot of ways. But this year, after delegating stuff and everything else, we're at this point right now where I can focus 150% on business, writing business, not worrying about. I mean, not to, just to give you an idea, I'm done hiring people. This business right now. This is what I wanted to get to after that whole thing. This business can be done 100% virtually. Okay, you can have a virtual answering service. Not an answering service. As you guys know, we use Line 2. Okay, as our phone system. It's pretty much a virtual phone system. All right, and what I've decided going forward is I'm not going to hire anybody anymore. I'm so sick and tired of people disappointing me, people not looking at things the way I do. But here's the deal, guys. This is for you independent agents out there that want to scale and everything else. Okay, you got to become an expert at what you do. You got to be great at what you do. Okay, you got to write 6 figures a year before you consider it. But here's the deal. Brand building. That's the key, guys. Okay, we're living in a world now that the face-to-face is going to fizzle out, guys. Having a office with 50, 20, 30, 40, 50 agents under one roof, that's going to be about as obsolete as an 8-track tape, okay? Going forward, what I'm focusing on is building out a virtual agency and an aspect of all the little parts that can make an agency run successfully, okay, is building the brand and putting that together. I'm a big advocate of Fiverr.com. They've done so many things for me in such a most cost-effective way. You can use Fiverr for everything. And I'm sure all you guys have used Fiverr one time or another. But, man, I use it for everything now. Okay, I use it for everything. Branding, logos, voiceover, voice messages. I mean, you name it, you can use Fiverr for everything. And I've made that decision this week because I've had a couple of people disappoint me. An employee, a contractor that I just hired to do branding for me, has just disappointed me. So I got to a certain point where I'm just done. I want to get back to just writing business, writing mid 6 figures to $1 million a year. My wife can easily write a quarter to a half. Me and Lisa together can easily write over $1 million in premium a year. Not even batting an eyelash, not working 12 hours a day, working a little bit more than banker hours, having a life. And, it's just really important. I want to talk to you independent agents out there because this business can be done in a very simplistic way. Now, those of you that took the masterclass, okay, and those of you that listen to videos, and those of you that talk to me on the phone, know that I do things the most cost-effective way possible. I've found ways and systems that are in place that are the most cost-effective ways possible where you're not wasting money, okay? And hiring employees and everything else, I'm just sick and tired of wasting my time I will never, ever get back. You can do all this stuff via Fiverr, freelancers, if you find the good ones. Now, I've been lucky enough I have a group now that I found that if I need something done, it's done within either an hour or a day, and I have it and done. I don't think about it anymore. Right down to email signatures, okay? Voiceover, like line 2 that we have, it's going to be a professional. We're just going to build it out better where I don't have to hire a customer service rep or anything, where it requires I have to rely on a human. I'm done with that, man. I'm done with that, okay? It's usually overpaid and they underperform. And I'm just sick and tired of it. I'm 48. If I was 30, probably, different outlook. But I'm just, at this point in my career, okay, I don't have time for BS and bullshit, right? So I want to talk to you guys where if you guys ever need anything when it comes down to direction in how to simplify your business, where all you got to do is pick up the phone. I'm building that right now, okay, where you don't have to worry. I mean, people that call this place are going to think it's the crest of the hill, where the air is sweeter, the grass is greener, and the view is fabulous. And that can all be done virtually and basically doing it in a way where portraying your agency, okay? Branding is really important. Really focus on branding the right way, guys. Now, those guys out there, don't use your cell phone to call clients. Get an 800 number. Get it registered. Register with Google My Business. Get Trustpilot. Get your reviews. I mean, you're trying to build something, guys. You legitimize yourself. Okay, legitimize yourself. Time management is so important. That's what the biggest lesson I've learned in the last 2 years with opening up the agency, okay, is time management. So much time I wasted on the wrong people, okay? Investing my time, which is very valuable to me, to people that, again, unfortunately in this business, fortunately for me, it's a revolving door. You got to go through 10, 20 agents to find 2 or 3 good ones. Now you'll get a half of that'll be in the middle. If you bring on 20 agents, I'd say about 8 will be, you got 2 that are superstars, and you got 4 or 5, maybe 6 that are just even keel agents. But 10 to 12 are going to totally waste your time, suck the life out of you. That's just my opinion. Some people can disagree with me. That's fine. But I always shoot from the hip. I like to be straightforward. And man, I don't have time to bullshit. Okay, myself and sell myself in a dream. Guys, I grew up in the 90s, the sales atmosphere of the 90s. Okay. Um, that back then you got sold the dream for the likes of Jordan Belfort and then Adam Lieberman's of the world, from where I worked. Okay, so the rah thing just makes me want to stick my finger down my throat. But anyway, but again, going back to time management, very very important, guys, to really maximize on time management. Take it from me, last year, I don't consider it a failure at all. The company was very profitable. Okay, we accumulated thousands of clients. Definitely a success. But for me to, again, me and Lisa could sit down, we can outproduce 8 other agents. No problem. We've done it. There's times I just hit the switch, jump on the phone, I write 15, 20 grand in 3 days. And then go back to doing this tedious, $15 an hour stuff that I don't really want to do anymore. That's why. You can delegate that stuff. There was times where I was doing $10, $15 an hour work, okay, for half a week. I did that for months. Okay, tedious work that didn't bring money in my pocket because I was trying to help others, and I always still will help others, but time management, guys, is something that's so crucial. Okay, learn and then move forward. Learn and move forward. Learn, make one less mistake a day. And I just felt the need to do this because now that I have a lot more time now, okay, me and Lisa are going away this week, but come September 7th, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. I got certified. I'm going to be doing final expense Medicare, term, anything that comes my way, I'm writing. Okay, so this is a much needed recharge for the push to the end of the year. Excuse me. But I really wanted to go ahead and touch base with you guys because, again, it's this YouTube channel is here for a reason. It's to help other agents learn, help other agents, show other agents that what's possible, what can be done. All right, so I will be starting to make quite a few more of these videos. I will be posting live calls in the masterclass. Okay, there's going to be a whole folder or what's the right word I'm looking for. There'll be a whole chapter or module with nothing but live sales calls for me and Lisa. Okay, I have tons of them. I just have to go in and edit them. So that takes a lot of time. So I'm sure I can find somebody in Fiverr to do it for me. So instead of paying somebody that's overpaid and they underdeliver. All right, don't mind this right here. Let's go ahead and take that message. Okay. So, but yeah, I wanted to touch base with you guys to reiterate. Time is so important. Work hard, make one less mistake a day. Embrace time management. Time management is by far more important than anything. Okay, to balance and set aside time when you're working and when you don't work. Drop the briefcase off at the door. Pick up the home briefcase. Spend time with your families. Don't let your business mesh in with your home life. You got to make sure that you divorce the two. Okay, that's something a lot of us forget about. Or you're not going to be able to enjoy both of them, any of them, really. Okay, take one from me. Again, you're never too old to learn. Okay, and I got something in my office. It's actually right outside in the reception area that states, if you're not willing to learn, you're not going to grow. Okay, so you always have to learn, be a sponge. Okay, constantly learn. This business is humbling. All right, it teaches me every single day, but about life. But I just want to talk to you guys because, again, we're getting back to basics and everything else. I'll be posting a lot more videos. Okay, also updating masterclass. With the bonus chapters and things of that nature. I'm really going to get heavy into writing business and the masterclass. Back and forth. There's not going to be any more tedious stuff that I'm doing. I'm done with that crap. All right. I'm a $500 to $1,000 an hour guy when I'm on the phone. Why am I doing $15 to $20 bullshit? It's thought I had to do it. All right, but it's easily outsourced. Okay, you can run $1 million business with 2 agents, not killing yourself, mobily, virtually, okay, outsourcing tedious tasks all day long. And that's what I want to start really talking about, how to do that. How you, the agent, independent agent, okay, can write mid six figures, have a life, okay, and outsource stuff that's not going to waste your time, okay, the right way. Not stuff that, listen, it's not rocket science, guys. I'm not showing you a holy grail. It's out there. You guys know about it. You guys probably have used it. But I'm just going to tell you my journey and what works best. And I'm going to refer you to people that I've tried and spent money on that gave me A plus work, okay, for my business. So, but again, yeah, going forward, again, coming back on September 7th, me and Lisa will be down in Miami. Much needed recharge. This whole year has been very exhausting. A lot of stuff personally. But I think we went away on family vacation at the end of June and beginning of July. And it just was... we rented this mansion pretty much on the Intercoastal. Got there, and we walk in the house, and it was like a freaking frat house, dude. I mean, there was bugs everywhere, stains in the carpet, nothing with the pictures that when we first went ahead. And this is our family vacation. In other words, we have our kids come down from New York. We have all of us, and it's on the Intercoastal. We got jet skis for a whole week. We just blast, hang out, and chill out. Okay, like we did similar to what we did the year before. But big letdown. We ended up having to, at the last minute, get an Airbnb house, 1/3 the size of the house. But it was good. It was, the kids were together. But it just was very stressful the first 2 days. So we didn't really get that recharge. Me and Lisa's been running on fumes since December. Literally running on fumes. So this next week is going to be something that's good. We need to do. All right. So we'll be down in Miami, disengaged for 5 or 6 days, and then... come back, and then after Labor Day, September 7th, where it's on like Donkey Kong. But yeah, time management, guys, so important. Don't listen, guys. Also, in this business, sometimes you just need to take a breather. Do it. Invest in yourself. Okay, you work hard. Okay, you're successful with this business. You got to live, man. Remember, when you die, you don't take any of this crap with you. Okay, you don't. All right, so we're in a tremendous business. We get to talk to grandma and grandpa every day, right? Or people just like us every single day. Okay, embrace that. It's special. Okay, it's important. All right, it really is. Okay, so remember, you work hard. Take your time, man. Take time for your family. All right, this business doesn't have to be a 60-hour thing for 6 months in a row. All right, we're blessed to do what we do. Okay. So work hard, okay, make one less mistake a day, tweak your business on a daily basis to make it better, okay, passionately care about your clients. This is all we do, okay, and the mid six figures come, they do, okay, and just work smart, learn from your mistakes, okay, outsource virtual. That's the way this business is going, man. That's the way this business is going. And just again, build your brand. Make a brand. Believe in that brand. This brand right here, I believe in Pinnacle Quote. I believe in insuranceforburial.com. I believe in Pinnacle Quote Medicare Solutions. I believe in the Masterclass. I believe in it. The brand. Okay, build your brand. Okay, have some emotion behind it. Build something special for yourself. Okay, and again, you can do it. Just do it. Okay, it's not rocket science, guys. Become great at what you do. Okay, and just remember, time management is by far the most important asset that you have. Is time. Manage it well. Okay, manage it well. Learn from your peers. Okay, if you're wondering about something, ask somebody that's been there. Okay, take their advice. Okay, I do that every day. All right, and I won't be too much engaged in people like I usually am. I usually am very accessible. That's not happening anymore. Okay, I'm still be available, but I'm accessible. If you reach out to me right now, I'd answer you. Right, but I really need to focus and get back into the swing of things, and write $50,000 to $100,000 a month in premium. Okay, every single month. That's what I do. That's what I enjoy this business, and that's what I do best. But I just want to touch base with you guys, say hello, let you know that I will be making a lot more videos. Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit about time management, about the last couple of years, and what's going on in the future, and just look forward to more videos about the business, how it's going to help you. Okay, back to basics. All right. So with that being said, have a kick-ass weekend, and I'll speak to all you guys very soon. All right. See ya.